Friends, Sanjay Purohit here. Today we would like to see the poem Dust of Snow, the first poem, actually written by Robert Frost. And this is a very good poem, but very small. And we'll see after the completion of this poem, we'll see some literary devices as well. First of all, I would like to mention the gist or essence or material, or you can say in simple language, summary of the poem. Actually, Robert Frost, when he was sitting under a hemlock tree one winter day, and he was feeling very sad. At that time, a crow came and sat on the tree. And what did he do? Right? Shook that dust of snow on him. This changed his mood as he was shaking up from his sadness and watched the lovely nature around him. And remaining part of the day was saved from getting spoiled. That was the aspect of Robert Frost regarding Dust of Snow. We would like to see a poem line by line. First of all, let's see the first stanza. The way a crow shook down on me, dust of snow from a hemlock tree. As we discussed, when he was very sad, he was sitting under a hemlock tree, on a winter day. As he was feeling absolutely sad, at that time, a crow came and sat on the tree. And what happened? Due to the sitting of the crow, that shook the dust of snow on him. In the first stanza, he mentioned that. Second one, has given my heart a change of mood and saved some part of a day I had ruined. Has given my heart means this particularly thing has changed his mood. He was feeling absolutely sad earlier on, but after sitting under the hemlock tree, and when the shook of the dust, right, on snow on him, this changed his mood utterly, and he was shaking up from his sadness and watched the lovely nature around him. So, rest of the part of the day, survived or saved from getting spoiled. That was the second stanza. Now, we would like to discuss about the devices that used by Robert Frost. The way a crow shook down on me, the dust of snow from the hemlock tree. In both the line, there is a metonymy. Now, what is metonymy? Figure of speech metonymy is used when one word is substituted by other or one word is used for the other. Right? Say for example, the houses seem asleep. घर कभी सोते नहीं है, but the people residing in the house, they are sleeping. That's why it is used as what? Metonymy. Here the word metonymy, crow, has been the main depict of this particularly snow. In the second stanza, if you can see, has given my heart a change of mood. You must be knowing, you must have studied that in standard 9. Heart. Heart stands for the entire body. That's why it is synecdoche. Synecdoche, when any part of the body stands for the whole, it is known as synecdoche. Not only for human being, but for inanimate object as well. Now certain alliterations are there. You can see saved as, some part as, not only that, but you can see this all alliteration. Thus how there are two devices used over here. One is metonymy, one is synecdoche, one is alliteration, and thus how before concluding this poem, we would like to see once again, one more summary of this. So as poet is upset, sitting under the hemlock tree, suddenly a crow sitting on the tree shake the tree. What did he do? Shake the tree, and fine particles of snow from tree falls on the poet. The soft and cold touch of snow changes the poet's mood. He was very sad, but now he turned into happiness. He started feeling soothed and refreshed. And in this way, a simple moment proved to be very significant, very valuable, and saves rest of the day of poet from being wasted and held in regret. So it was a quite cheerful later on. The black crow is commonly a symbol of death and fear. Since the crow is not associated with the goodness, it is ironic that in this poem it is doing a good deed by shaking off the snow. That's how, right? You must be knowing the figure of speech what we discussed. But even then, right? If we see, right, figure of speech again by line to line, right? Look at this. First one, dust of snow from a hemlock tree, metonymy. Hemlock tree represent an omen. Has given my heart a change of mood. Synecdoche as well as alliteration. Part hard stands for the right poet. And last one, saved some part of the day I had ruined. Alliteration. Thus how there are various figure of speech that what you call literally devices. That is the conclusion of the first poem.